Oh, wait, hang on. No, that's the wrong setup. That's the wrong setup. That's not the right one. Oh, hey, hey, there we go. Hello, good morning, or well, rather, good afternoon, or good beefning, if you're like Uno. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Pika. Hi, Pikachu. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm a little eepy today. I am quite eepy, sleepy today. What's it? I stayed up a lot yesterday because I did a lot of cleaning today, or slash yesterday was like our big spring cleaning day. And spring cleaning is kind of hard when you're an alien cow, because every time I try to eat up the tropes, like the trope of spring cleaning, to make it easier, I just end up with more fucking winter mess. But my fucking spaceship is like as messy as a barn. But I figured it out. So I locked in. Hi, Uno. Thank you for the gifted. Hello, hello. Oh my gosh. Hi, congratulations to my dear very well. But yeah, I have been locked the frick in. I had a lot of cleaning to do. Also, is my audio fine and everything? Ears are burning. Oh, are you out in the sun? Yeah, I had a lot of cleaning to do, but I locked in and managed to get through that, and I'm very happy that I did, because our whole house is like all yassified now. It's all fixed up. It's very nice. I like deep cleaned our whole kitchen and reorganized where everything is and stuff like that. So our kitchen, especially now, feels like it feels like a different place. It feels like back when we moved in for the first time. It's very funny to look at. It's very nice. But yeah, I've been wanting to for a while. I'm not like I wouldn't necessarily call myself someone who likes cleaning, but once I get locked in with cleaning, I like the feeling of keeping on top of it, just like keeping on top of the little things of cleaning to keep up with it, and maintain stuff nicely. It feels nice, and I like doing that. But when it comes to fully cleaning everything, it's like if I can just let myself lock in and fixate on it, then it's like I will do everything. And I find it, and then I find it quite fun and satisfying to go through everything and be like, this thing can be cleaned, I don't know how to clean it, and then searching up a new thing and then trying something out. It's very nice. Like an expression like I heard my name. Oh, right. Oh, yes, now I know what you mean. It's finally able to come to your stream because I haven't been to your streams for a long time. Yeah, it's awesome to see you again. It has been a while. I hope you've been doing good. I hope your life's been going okay. Oh, I need to stretch. But yeah, so I am a little bit sleepy today, but I've had a good day so far, and hope you guys have as well. I got a cool friend who I talked to about manga and stuff. I got a Blue Sky account, started posting. This is the first time I've tried this. Hell yeah! I'm really happy for you. I'm glad you have friends and stuff that you're trying new things and enjoying yourself. That makes me very, very happy. It feels nice to have people to share your interests with and stuff like that, including having a social space where you can do it. That's awesome. Yippee! Putty. I'm very happy for you, Pika. What was I gonna say? But yeah. I'm a little sleepy today, but I've got work to do. But that isn't a bad thing for me, because I've wanted to do this work and I like locking in and hanging out with you guys. So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna do our work together in Go. We're gonna do it Pomodoro style again, which I will get up on the side here. Yeah, we will have this little timer for ourselves. That means that whenever it's in focus mode for 30 minutes, we'll all log in. There'll be nice lo-fi playing and everything to help us relax and study and chill out together. I will not speak much during that time. I'll just be working on my stuff, and you guys can watch me work away at it on the screen. You're free to chat amongst yourselves all you want, regardless. About anything, but yeah, I won't gap much until we take our 10-minute breaks on the timer, and then once the break is up, we repeat and blah 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 blah. You guys are welcome to do any tasks of your own alongside with me if you want, or you can also just hang out here and chat with other gachis, or just sleep or anything. Just enjoy the chill vibes. Entirely up to you. Sometimes I even watch Pomodoro streams from VTubers I like as my bedtime stuff, just to relax with them while I fall asleep. So whatever works for you. In fact, I forgot to put my pinned message, so let me do that. You guys are getting live behind the scenes content. Holy shit. Let's focus. I won't chat much. But you guys can talk amongst yourselves or you would. There we go. Let me pin that. Nice. I'm doing math. Oh no, you've got math to do. I do not like doing math. Good luck. Yampare. It's crying and PH6. Like, yeah, no, I think I've heard of this before. I think it's kind of funny because I've seen some people use that as like giggling. From I don't even remember from where, but then some people use it as crying, which I think is really funny. But honestly, they're both kind of accurate because it makes you just imagine that you're like, oh yeah, I've got math to do. I made my first 2026 manga. Ooh, wow, hell yeah! I mean, anything you want to post is something that makes sense to post. You know, share whatever you want. That's really awesome. Yeah, I think you can post whatever you want. It's your Blue Sky account. You know, do whatever your heart desires and have fun. But yeah, I've got one thing specific that I'm going to be working on today, mostly because I've got like art stuff to do. I pretty much always do, but I have art to work on for a project that I'm in, that I have deadline for at the end of the month. So I'm going to be working on that mostly, but I can't show it to you guys, which is part of why we're doing this. But I'm very excited for you guys to see it once the project's out, because I'm very happy with how the art's come out so far, and also all of the other artists involved in this project are very, very cool and did an amazing job on their pieces. So it's very awesome to me. But yeah, I'm so sleepy. The sleep I have tonight is gonna go so fucking hard. I am gonna be absolutely snooze maxing tonight. It's gonna be so awesome. Because I did take a nap earlier, but you know, I don't usually take those. That's when you know it's real shit. But I took a nap a little bit before stream, but just a little one to give me some energy. But once I go bed properly, I'm just gonna like knock the fuck out. I'm gonna like dip out of this dimension for a few hours, honestly. I also have cake with me. I had a hot chocolate a second ago, because we fixed up our coffee machine, and we have these little hot chocolate pods for, I don't like coffee, but I like hot chocolate, and they're very yummy. And I have a Colin the Caterpillar cake. I'm very happy about it. So I have his little, well, actually, no, it's a Collie, the Caterpillar cake, I think, his little girlfriend. So I have her butt in my bowl. I have her little chocolate caterpillar butt in my bowl. It's my snack to have in between working. You guys can have some if you ask nicely. It's very, very yummy. If you don't know what that is, it's a British type of cake. It's mostly used for like kids' birthdays, but one grocery store, I don't remember which one, popularized it, and then a bunch of grocery stores always have knockoffs. But it's like a chocolate like roll cake, like a Yule log type of cake that's like chocolate sponge with chocolate thin filling inside, and then it has a layer of like a hot chocolate shell all the way around it, but it's just like a really long cylindrical kind of thing, so bumpy to look like a caterpillar, and it usually has a white chocolate caterpillar face on the front, and then like quote unquote sprinkles of different sort of chocolate colors all over. They're very popular to buy for kids' birthdays and stuff, and I like to have them just cause I deserved a little treat for grinding today. So I got an entire Colin the Caterpillar cake, and I'm very happy about it. And I'm gonna use it to power me through doing art stuff now. Yay! But yeah, okay. Right now is actually about to be perfectly on a round number of 5:20. So I think that is a great time for us to start our focus time. Yeah. So like I said, we'll study / focus and work and everything for half an hour, and then we will have 10-minute breaks where we'll yap and do whatever. If you guys have stuff to do, feel free to drop your to-do list in chat and keep yourself updated if you want. If not, then I hope you have a nice time relaxing regardless. You ready? Let's go. Also, let me know how the volume is. With my ambient sound. We can have a nice breeze today. we go. Time for our first break. Make sure that you guys have a stretch, okay? Make sure that you stretch and that you're drinking water and whatnot, or, you know, snacking and eating. Look after yourselves. I'm trying to build the habit lately, that I always hear is good, of getting up and stretching or just doing anything to move your body, at least every hour when you know, do a lot of stuff like sat down, like gaming and drawing and everything, working at a PC. I'm trying to build that habit lately. That's why I point it out so much when we're on stream. Because I think if I say it out loud to you guys, then I'll be more likely to remind myself to do it all the time. What was I going to say? But yeah, I hope you guys are... Oh, my back. I hope you guys are doing good with everything you were working on as well. I have to listen to another lecture after I finish this one, and then I'll do my dishes and probably chill until I need to go to bed. Hell yeah, that sounds like a nice, organized little evening. Honestly, it's nice sometimes, the feeling of just, like, getting all these kinds of things done, you know? I like, it's like how I said before that it's not like I like cleaning, but I do like the feeling of getting cleaning done. So I end up liking it halfway through, I think, as long as I can fixate on it enough. And things aren't too hellish. Like, I'm another habit I'm trying to build lately. I'm just trying to build a lot of habits on. I mean, I guess it's partially because now that I'm medicated and stuff, it's easier to build habits consciously. Like, in the past, I either tend to just not at all be able to build a habit. Like, I'll say I'll do something and then it's like, yep, that didn't happen. Or it's that, you know, a habit builds from the autism subconsciously. So part of my way that I trick my brain, especially now I have medication for ADHD, into getting into healthy habits is just like, I try and almost like gaslit the autism side of my brain so that it overpowers the ADHD. Like, for example, getting back into skincare, right? There's still days where I'll like, you know, fall behind and do less and busy or forget or blah, blah, blah reason. But I try, rather than just saying like, oh yeah, if I want nice skin, then what is good to do is wash my face and do this moisturizer and whatever this cleanse, like, you know, every morning and night. Then I'm just probably not going to do that half the time if I was up to my ADHD. But with the tism, if the autism half of my brain, oh, sorry, I'm stretching still. Oh, my bones are like really tense. But if the autism part of my brain starts believing that that is like a necessary structure of my day, you know, like a routine that needs to be followed. If I trick my tism into being like, no, I have to do that. Like, the day can't properly start yet. I haven't done that yet. Or like, I can't go to bed yet. I need that. Then it works. I have to trick the tism into this being like the routine that is necessary for the day to exist. Because autism like routine. Tism like routine. ADHD does not like building habits, but autism like routine. So I can kind of bully one half of my brain into doing that. There's some that are harder because they kind of require conscious effort every time. Like I said, the second habit I was going to mention is that I'm trying to get into the habit of doing all of my dishes as soon as they pop up, you know? Like whenever I go take a dish downstairs, even though there are still times where it's like, especially if something needs to soak before it can be washed, you know, there's still going to be times that I put something on the side and deal with it later. But for the most part, especially when it's little things, I'm trying to just, rather than put them aside, be like, I put the dish by the sink, I could simply wash it and then it would be done, you know? Because I feel like that kind of stuff also just depends, not even on your own, like, laziness or cleanliness, but kind of how you're raised, right? Like, the way it always worked at home for me growing up was simply that, you know, you eat your food or whatever, you put the dishes by the sink, and then you wash them when you do the dishes. But then I remember when I was with my sister one time when I was older, after I went to, like, stay with her, and when I brought my dish to the kitchen for that, and she was like, well, actually, I don't even know when I was going to stay with her, if she was staying with us, but either way. And she was like, aren't you going to wash it? And I was like, well, yeah, but, like, not now. You don't do that, like, right away. Do you? And then I realized I'd never really considered it. And I was like, yeah, I guess I just, like, there's nothing stopping me. Like, I don't need to wait. And it is a lot easier if you get most of it done straight away. Because then, like, you just have a clean kitchen. You always immediately have dishes ready to use again. It's so nice. And it makes the whole idea of dishwashing less of a hassle. Because when you do have to do multiple, it's, like, not so much. It helps you lessen the amount you have. Like, which seems like obvious things. But it's nice just to, like, try and build that habit. because it feels nice, rather than putting them aside and saying, yeah, I'll do that when it's dish time, because then dish time becomes like a whole extra monumental task. But doing it all the time, just the second you put them there, takes like 1 minute half the time just to rinse it, and then you're like, yay, I have clean dishes always, permanently, because you never got anything dirty in the first place. It's nice. A lot of the habits I'm building lately are cleanliness based, to be honest. Like, you know, I've getting my skincare going, and I was really consistent about that recently as well. Like the past few days, like for the past week or so, I definitely fell off from it a bit, or at least I was only doing it for like one half of the day, like in the morning and not at night. But I also was like really busy. But I'm still getting back on top of that, and like over the past, it's been a few months now, I sort of changed my whole showering routine as well. After I mentioned several times, you know, I got into like the process of like having normal shower gels most of the time, but then having like a body scrub followed by a moisturizer a lot of the time, and that makes your skin feel so much nicer and helps you avoid ever coming up with like dead skin and stuff like that. And then there's things like the dish thing, and I'm trying to get myself into just in general cleaning more in little ways more often so that I don't have to do big stuff so much. That sucks. I still need to dust my display in my room. It's something I try to do regularly when I can, like monthly, when I'm actually keeping on top of it. Because dust builds up in my room really fucking fast anyway, and I have a lot of figures and dolls. And when the dust is light, it's easy to just brush over it all. When it's heavy, that's horrible. But I especially wanted to do that as part of my spring cleaning, you know, to like clear it all out and to get rid of all the winter dust that built up. But I still haven't gotten around to it yet. It's almost June. I'm putting that off for a while for other things, especially like after I got my new desk and everything like that. But I will do that soon. But part of that is yeah, I want to get used to doing little things like that more often. Like I bought myself a whole set of new dusters so that I could do this more easily and more regularly. Like I have a whole like 3 different dusters like on sticks, on extendable sticks that are just for my room. But then also a tip that I found online was for lots of little things like figurines, right? Part of the issue with dusting my display is if I want to get at everything properly and dust it all fully, then I have to like take everything down and then get a really precise duster in order to get all the little nooks and crannies. But I saw people online who were like, just use makeup brushes, and I went, oh, because it's so fucking genius. It feels so simple, but it's like, oh right, yeah, that's perfect. So I bought a set of makeup brushes, like cheap ones, that I, you know, because I don't plan on using them for my face, but soft enough that they won't scratch anything up, and it is so nice for dusting stuff. Oh my god, it's so easy to just like dust figures and plushie and everything with these, because you can get everywhere. You can get everywhere and dust it out, and you can just do it really easily, even on like any casual day rather than like a full big cleaning session. But then also when you do have a cleaning session, you can properly everything. So nice, very handy. Yeah, I want to dust more often. I actually, part of that, I want to get myself like a little mini Hoover from my room, a little mini vacuum, like just a tiny little handheld one, one of those little ones, because then I can use it. Like part of why I've been upping my dusting is to clean my PC more regularly. So again, it won't like cleaning it won't have to be such a monumental task when it's like already kicked up with stuff, and it also won't be like noisy ever. I want to do that way more often. I guess I'm trying a lot of the time lately to be more like better at preventing these things rather than just reacting to them after, you know? I guess it's like proactive is what I'm trying to say. Like I want to work on more preventative measures against things getting messy rather than just figuring out ways to deal with it after it's already messy. Because if it doesn't get there in the first place, then everything's better and everything's clean, and that is like good for you and healthy and nice, and it feels nice on your brain. Because you know, you have a messy mouth, messy mind with a messy house. Yeah. But yeah, it's nice to keep on top of these things. It's just nice to take care of all your stuff and take care of all these things, because that counts as taking care of yourself. And once you properly accept that, then it feels nice to realize how much all these little things can just make your life easier and flow smoother. It feels like self-care when you clean up, when I have all these things in mind. But I'm still learning at it and still getting better. But yeah, that was a half an hour of yapping about my current habits and goals. And yeah, I'm trying to build lots of healthy habits lately. And speaking of which, now it is time for us to lock in again. Somebody with everything you're doing. I believe in you guys. Make sure you drink some water. Let's go. So developmentally, Your Highness. Good afternoon, Serena. Hello. My mortal form crashed in bed when I got home after doing a shit ton of manual labor. After doing a shift of manual labor for the first time in all of eternity. Oh no! Oh no! Your Highness, how could they ever make you do that? What the hell? This is disrespect of the highest degree. Too much sun, more moon, less sun, please. Yeah, we're officially hitting that part of transitioning from spring to summer in the UK, where we suddenly get our random ass heat wave where everything is stuffy and awful for like a week before it gets vaguely normal again. I'm terrified. I'm terrified. Hi, Uno. Hi, Crimson. Did I hear what? Yeah, the weather's definitely getting warmer lately. It's like how do I put it? For a little part of it, it's been almost nice, you know. I like the middle part of spring where things start warming up enough that it's like I don't need to worry about whether my window is open or not on most days, you know. Like it's not so hot that it's stuffy or like stinky when my window's closed, but it's oh, my brain lags. It's not hot enough yet that it's like, you know, stuffy or crazy when it's closed, but it's like, you know, just a nice warm temperature where it's like, yeah, I don't you know, need to open it all the time. I should keep the warmth in and then just like balance out. But now we're past that. Now they're creeping into the heat wave territory. And I'm like, oh no. The only transition I don't support. Yeah, real. Gilgamesh and Ren are coming to Star Rail. I did hear about that. Yes, I saw the things on Twitter. Yeah. I'm not like I don't have anything further to say about it. I'm not a Fate fan, so I don't particularly have much much stake in it either way. But it is cool to see, and I think it's specifically seeing Gilgamesh is really funny because like especially when he's like directly in HSR, it's like you've got like Maide versus Maide if he was Unbook. It's really funny. Gilgamesh versus Maide feels like that fucking like flirting versus sexual harassment thing. The other way around. Sorry, Maide versus Gilgamesh. Especially I heard it. Bone tired. Yeah, we're all tired today. Especially my bones. My bones are achy today. I know every time I always say bones, even though most of the time really what I'm referring to is my muscles. But yeah, I am bone tired. My bones all stiff. I am getting good work done on the thing I'm doing though, which is nice. It's nice to hang out with you guys and just be all comfy like this while we work on stuff, you know? Especially like I said, it's nice to do this on like a Friday to wrap up the week before we can have a fun, silly little weekend. When it comes to things like this that I've got to work on, like art and stuff, or sometimes even like admin things for the projects that I'm on, like writing things up and figuring that kind of shit out. Sometimes I just find that kind of a nice way to unwind, especially after it's been a whole like busy day or two for me of like cleaning and grinding, doing all that kind of physical labor stuff. But now I just get to sit, I get to draw and focus on that and feel nice getting a thing done, while also just like relaxing with you guys. It's peaceful. It's a nice way to wind down. And then think that I'll have, like, stuff cleared out the way so that for the weekend, I can play Tomodachi Life. I'm mining, I'm in sugar, hey? It was basically my, shame we didn't get the Monday gaming stream. Yeah. Looking forward to see Freak Out over 2 Reavers. Yeah, I know! And I intended to reschedule it for some time later in this week, but then this week just kind of, like, flew by. What's it? Tomorrow we have MS Paint, and Sunday I'll probably be busy offline too. But yeah, and it feels really weird for me when I don't get to game on Monday as well. It freaks me out because like the universe is out of order. But if we think about it this way, last week I did 2 gaming streams that week, right? You know, I say this like it's like weird, but that is a normal amount. And I used to game like multiple times throughout the week, in between the odd stuff. I still plan to in the future more. But like last week we had our date with Death Party, but then also Uma Musume. So if you just imagine Uma Musume as this week's Monday game, just a bit early. And then next week we'll start with the date with Death 2 like we intended. I was thinking, wait, yeah, I get to draw your Odyssey. Yeah. It's really odd when we don't have the Monday gaming. I like, honestly, that we have enough of a schedule for stuff like this, though. Like, it's, I don't know how to phrase it. It's nice to have enough of a consistent schedule and pattern that we've fallen into that things like that do feel odd. Does that make sense? Like, on one hand, you know, you could look at it as something that's like a bad thing. Every now and then it's like, it is tough when I have other things come up on like, on Mondays, or other things come up on Saturdays that make me stream on Sunday and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, but like my thing. And it's like, yeah, technically I can move that. I have the free will to just move that, but I don't want to. That's not how it works. But you know, on the positive side of it, it's nice. It's nice to have this comfy little pattern with you guys. I like having this schedule and structure. You know, there's the chism again. Following this kind of schedule is nice, and it's just like, I don't know. I like having this little pattern, you know? I like having this feeling that you get to start each week. Because I've said this before. It's the very reason that I do our gaming on Monday, even if I don't do gaming at the other times in the week, even though I want to game more as well. Because I like starting the week with something fun rather than only ending it with fun things. And like we still end it with fun things via MS Paint, you know? But yeah, I like starting the week off with silly stuff because it makes me more optimistic and excited for the rest of the week. Like if I started our Mondays immediately with work, like that's how life works all the time anyway, you know? And then you go like, I hate Mondays. And you spend the end of the week on Sunday being like, oh no, does the next week have to start? And I hate that feeling. So I think it's nicer to start with gaming. And then it's like, yeah, we get to start fun, silly. And it sort of sets the tone for the rest of the week based on how it goes, you know? And we have something that you still like have on your mind to carry with you through the rest of the week. And I know my streams are early for a lot of you guys if you're in like American time zones, but also if you're in the UK, then it's like right around lunchtime. So if you guys do have like, you know, school or work you're doing, then you get to like watch me right before you go to start your day, or like when you're having your lunch break or something, or maybe just like come home and then watch a silly game VOD to unwind. I think that's nice. I like the feeling of having that, and then having your little memories about the gaming time throughout the rest of the week when we work together. And I still find all of the art and stuff fun as well, but it's nice to start off with the fun silly part, and then wrap up with something fun silly and different flavor than MS Paint. Yeah. Figured my thing out. I'm so big brain. Hell yeah, your brain is massive, absolutely huge. You've got like Jupiter brain right now. Crazy. We're gonna do like brain scaling. You're upgrading to Jupiter brain from like Mars brain. I like to say, I forgot to say this before, but Palboy of mine is meant to have more visible stitches, but Picre used it and has just an option. Ah, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. You can always note that in his docs that I can, you can always note that in his docs that I can have it in mind when I do the MS Paint. With most of yours anyway, I know you usually describe any extra notable things about them that weren't in their Picre, so that's fine. What did I start at 7 a.m., so my lunch break is 11 or 12. Oh no, that's so annoying. That's a really unfortunate timing. But at least, like I said, you know, it's still nice to, like, have something silly to come home to after your long day, you know? After you start the week and have to, like, lock in, then at least you get to come home and have some silly games to motivate you through the rest of the week. That's the way I think about it. And it's just kind of a nice feeling to have our little schedule, you know? Because I like the feeling of being like, oh, yeah, okay, it's Monday. What are we going to play on my end? And I like the feeling from an audience end of being like, oh, Monday's coming. It's gamer time. It kind of feels like... Honestly, it almost feels like running like a kid's not specifically because of the content, obviously. My stuff is not for kids. But like, I don't know how to put it. It feels like it's sort of like when you're like, oh, it's Saturday, it's time for my anime episode, and you you know, or like when you rush home from school because like this certain thing for the day. Or it's like, oh wait, yeah, Monday in school is when we do this thing, yay! Or on Saturdays when we do this thing, yay! I just like the feeling. I like the feeling of the schedule and knowing that you have that thing to look forward to, and then also having the freedom to move everything around in the middle of the week, or even move those things if I feel like it. It's very nice. However, most days except today, they did not put a princess to work. Wisely so. I sat doing little by... My brain lagged. However, most days except today did not put a princess to work. Wisely so, I'm sat doing little by one anyway. Ah, I see, okay. So you still get to come say hi. Yay! Well, it works out then. Oh, my back. Ooh, make sure you guys are stretching too. It's been an hour since we started, so you definitely should. Oh, my back is really messed up. I know that a lot of my aches and pains today are from, you know, how much I was grinding for the last a day or so. On cleaning stuff. So a lot of them will go even with just like sleep and a bath. And I did have a really nice shower earlier. It was a very lovely shower. I'm actually kind of annoyed though. Another thing about the fucking temperature at the moment. Like my temperature is inconsistent. Like once I am like lacking in sleep, then my temperature is always kind of inconsistent because that happens. You know, anytime that you're sleep deprived, your body is a little fucked up. But like yeah, earlier I had a really lovely shower after which I was you know, looking forward to after the amount of stuff that I'd done. You know, like I had my like full wash and everything, my scrub, my moisturizing, and I was like, oh, I feel clean, I feel soft, I feel smooth, and I put on some nice fresh clothes, and I was like, yeah, everything's good. Okay, I've done this, and then I ordered some lunch, had a very nice time eating that, and I was like, okay, now I'm gonna crawl into bed and I'm gonna have a nap. Oh, whoops. I'm going to crawl into bed and I'm going to have a nap. And then I put my blanket on because I was all nice and comfy. And then I woke up and I was sweaty. hate when that happens. But it's okay. It wasn't too bad. Okay. You guys ready to lock in? Yambare, I believe in you. Let's go. actually has a feature to automatically change the time of day in game to match, and it switched because it's 7 p.m. But because it's summery now, it's still sunny out here, so I'm gonna keep on the evening light. I think it's cozy. Hi to every gachi just joining. Clips. Hi, Fizzy Pop. Hi, Ramon Sanchez. Oh, I really need to stretch. Ooh, ah. Oh, my bones. I'm so achy today. But I still feel proud of myself for everything that I've got done today, so it's okay. And I've at least, had my shower and rested so my bones won't hurt forever. I was working on a new OC. Oh, hell yeah. Vincent Val, my second Palomar mortise. Oh, funky. Hell yeah. Yeah, I hope you guys are all making good progress with all the stuff you're working on. I hope you're having fun if you've got fun things to work on, and if you don't, then I hope you're at least having a nice relaxing time and able to power through all of the hard stuff together. It's so nice to have you guys, even if you only stop in for a sec just to say hi. I just like having the company while I work. Go is really great for this, honestly. I highly recommend you guys get this game yourself. Because sometime soon, when I have a sec, what I want to do is make like a room, like a public room on Go, because that's the thing you can do. You can make like a public room that anyone else can join, so that we can all sit together whenever I'm streaming, and you can have your own little avatars in there working, and I think it's really cute. You can make one rakigachi themed. But not only is all the decoration and the customization stuff like that really adorable and fun, but what was I gonna say? Right, yeah. But honestly, it's genuinely such a good way to help keep yourself focused and working on stuff, because I like doing this with you guys. I like the double company of having this and then also working with all of you. It helps me lock in, helps me feel productive and nice and cozy and calm. But even when I'm offline, sometimes if I need to focus, I'll just pull up the game myself as intended. And then set my own little tasks and goals. And it even, aside from the Pomodoro thing we have here, you can see there's like, you can set your to-do list and your current routine, or like a diary of everything you've worked on, and you'll get a little like virtual pet that's raised based on how much time you spend working with it and stuff like that as well. It's really, really cute. I highly recommend it. It's a very lovely little game. And also, when you're not streaming like I am, there's a lot of music that you can pick from for the BGM as well. I sometimes change midway through stream, but I find it a little bit distracting. But I'll probably like pick a CD of the stream safe ones per stream. And they also even have a Hatsune Miku set. They did a collaboration with the Study with Miku, like Miku Lo-Fi, that you can get in also some Miku items. And they have a Cosmic Princess Kaguya collab. I have that stuff. I have a tiny little furniture Cosmic Princess Kaguya items. That one doesn't come with music though. I wish it did. Vincent Val, my second Palomortis, and unlike with Bellamir Vexi, he found himself in mausoleums. Ooh, hell yeah. That's very cool. I've had a lot of OCs of my own that I wanted to work on recently. Especially now I've been like playing stuff like Genshin more again. It's giving me back all the brainworms, and I want to make 10 billion OCs and headcanons about all the muses ever. Sorry, I lost my sentence. It's giving me like 10 billion brainworms about all of the inspiration and all the muses ever. But yeah, I like character rating. And at the moment, actually, one of the things I'm doing, I mentioned that it's for a project. I can't say what it's about because I don't want to leak stuff about the project early. It's not like an Emmy thing though. It's a fan project. But I'm drawing so many characters for this. A lot more than I usually do. And a lot of them are characters that I've never drawn before, even though I've looked at them a lot. And it's really fun, and also, honestly, a really fun exercise, I guess, to draw this many at once. Because one of the things I suppose I struggle with is I'm better at illustrations of characters on their own than with other people. In fact, I remember in the past when I was younger being, like, exceptionally bad at drawing characters just, like, standing in the same place as each other because I couldn't figure out the scale of them, which I don't struggle so much with that now. But yeah, it used to be a big problem of mine that I couldn't handle character acting in regards to illustration when there was like more than one of them on screen. And I'm better at that now, but I still also do like a lot of the character art I do is still like singular people posed for things, idol style. So it's really fun to think about a lot of people in one space, especially when it's like the thing I'm doing is like in a limited interior space, and it's just really fun to think about. It's like a very normal thing, but it's fun to think about because I don't do it very often with this many characters. Because like to make sense of it without talking about the thing too much, it's like I have how many characters are there total counted in this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Damn, it's 29. I didn't realize it was that many. It's kind of crazy when I list it out like that. It's 29 whole characters in this. Not all in the same shot. They're like in the same space, but I'm like drawing. So there's like a set of like 5 of them first, and then a set of like 4 of them in the space, etc., etc. But it's really fun to think about all the different ways that the characters interact within a space like this, especially ones I'm not used to, and think about, yeah, like character acting in a scene and how to express all these people, but also make them all feel like they're naturally in the same room and everything, and make them all different from each other and show off their personalities and how they'd be engaging with each other. It's really fun. It's really, really fun. I'm having a lot of fun. I will say also, today I'll probably be a shorter Pomodoro, by which I mean I think we'll end after this break. It was only meant to be a short one today anyway. I could have gone longer, like if I had nothing else to do today, I probably would have gone on until later in the evening, but it has already technically been 2 hours, which is the magic of Pomodoro, you know, because like even just one set of our like 3 study and break sessions is a good like 2 hours total. Because we have our 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, and then 10-minute breaks, so it perfectly like adds up to 2 hours. Yeah, I'm so smart. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah. But I have some friends coming over and also want to make sure that I sleep early tonight. So I'll probably wrap up after this break, but it's still been a really nice little work session. I got some stuff done that I wanted to do, and part of that, honestly, like when I look at my page, it looks like I haven't done that much, but part of the stuff I needed to get done, quote unquote, was like planning things and figuring out stuff for the part of the scene that I'm working on now. And I did that, so that is still helpful. Sometimes progress isn't always visible or always immediately linear, but it can still be progress. And it's nice to bring things. And I'll probably keep drawing some more of this later whenever I'm not busy anyway. But yeah, I do want to get back to doing more study streams like this more often. I don't like doing them all the time because, you know, it's nice. I prefer streams that are more silly stuff for us all to do together. Like Zatsus or gaming or art and whatever. All that kind of stuff. I still love doing work streams, but yeah, I don't like when I guess have to do them all the time because I feel like that can only be so interesting for you guys, you know. But I like having the option to do them all the time, and it's nice sometimes to have little ones like this that are just at the end of the day. I still like keeping the majority of my stream times at 1 p.m. I think it's just like a perfect rounded time for me. It's enough time to start my morning however I want. It's enough time to be able to keep the evening free if I need to, but still have like my full stream time that I prefer of like usually like 5 hours rather than like 1 or 2. And it's like, you know, just like nice and like early to like start your day with Emmy, but also not wake up at the butt crack of dawn. But it's nice to have little things in the evening like this sometimes, you know, just a nice little wrap up to wind down together and end a day and like say hi to you guys and feel all cozy before I finish stuff up and go to bed, you know? Yeah, I think it's really nice. I wonder what I'm going to eat for dinner today. Actually, I think I know what we're going to eat for dinner. I think we're having trauma today. And I'm going to eat more of my Colin cake. I'm so happy about this caterpillar cake, bro. It's the best thing. It's the best part of my day. It tastes exactly like I had hoped it would, and I'm very happy about that. It's a hard thing to fuck up, to be fair. But I feel like a lot of different grocery stores make their caterpillar cakes very, very differently, even though they're all knockoffs of each other. And this one, chef kiss. It hits the exact nostalgia boner that I wanted it for. Along with Vladimir Bexy, found himself in mausoleums. He also knows his name since the coffin he came out of had his name on it, so I still need to work on the rules for the species develop more so others can make one. Oh, yeah, you should. It sounds like a really cool species concept. And it's really fun to have a species like this that any character can, like, anyone else can make. Is it something for T4K or for other stuff? I'm curious. But yeah, it's cool. I've been wanting to do a lot of OC development lately. I know I said that a second ago. But yeah, there's a handful of OCs of mine that I've used like vaguely in RP sometimes in like other fandom settings. Like I have some that are just original characters, like just for original worlds. But then, you know, I'll like port them into maybe like a Genshin thing or like a HSR thing or something like that. But I really want to make more concrete lore for a lot of those. But the issue is the specific characters that I want to do for that would have to like involve parts of those worlds that I have not studied enough yet. Like, for example, I have an OC who I've used in Genshin stuff, and I have enough like base lore for them to fit in Genshin. You just not question it, but I want to give them an actual Genshin story. But that would require me, like, everything that could be related to them would be in Fontaine and Nod Cry, and I am not there yet. I know plenty about those places, especially because Neri loves both of those places, and I hear things secondhand through him, but I am not there yet. So like that means I have a whole bunch of homework to do, and I want to get to those parts, but it's just, it means it's a while when I have the brain rot urge to write OC stuff now, you know. Same for how one of my OCs that I'd love to put into HSR. I really want, like, what's on my brain. First of all, if I was going to make them from a regular planet, it'd probably make most sense that it's a 𝘆cie, which I have not played through yet. I mean, I am doing that, you know, we streamed a little bit of that, so I'll continue that sometime. And technically that gives me more chance to catch up. But regardless, what I really want, I know in my brain, was that I think it'd be fun to make them a Stellaron hunter, but that means I have to actually read the lore. Has some of the info on Palomorges. Well, no, yeah, I will when I read him for the sake of the gum. Palomorges is a vampire-like monster that constitutes body parts of something alone to go damage to use. Oh, hell yeah. You know, yeah, that's a very cool concept. I like it. I like exploring all kinds of like a zombie and Frankenstein-inspired little things like this. There's a little Addie emoji in my head right now of Addie going like, oh, mentioned, Frankenstein mentioned. I know that one. But yeah, I've got all the brain rot from my OCs. I feel like I always get like brainworms about OCs and my own like original things, specifically when I'm busy. And I feel like that's not coincidence. I mean, sometimes it's coincidence, but I feel like for the most part, it's not even just coincidental anyway, because I think a lot of it is like my guess is a lot of it subconsciously is my brain like looking for an escape, and sometimes it's also just because I happen to stumble upon some kind of media that is exactly in line with my own vision right when I'm busy with other stuff. Like how the second I watched K-pop Demon Hunters for even 2 seconds, I was like, oh my god, this is exactly the way that my own magical girl OCs work. Okay. But like, you know, sometimes I feel like it's like my brain is subconsciously looking for a break and desperate to go and like just lose myself in my own silly thoughts with no direction, rather than working on things, even if I'm happy working on the things for the most part. So then the second it gets a little bit of bait like that, it like clings to it, and then I've got all of the thoughts about my original projects when I have other things to work on. But then it means I spend all the time being like, yeah, I want to sketch things down about this, but I need to do this other stuff now, and I can't technically do both, but I know that if I start sketching this now, that I'm gonna just like fully brain rot about that, and I'm gonna spend the entire day like sketching and writing things about this when I have worked it out. But it's like, but I want to work in it while I have inspiration. But yeah, it's really annoying. It's so mean to me. But it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Yeah, okay. We got 1 minute left. But yeah, I think I'll wrap up our stream here. It feels weirdly short, doesn't it? Especially because it was a study stream, so the longer half-hour sections kind of just fly by, you know. But it still felt nice. It's really, it's odd, it's nice and odd at the same time whenever I do normal VTuber stream lengths like this. Like, it's, we joke about it a lot, because I know a lot of people who come nowadays don't realize that I used to stream like 8 hours every single day because I was just left unchecked and didn't have so much other stuff to work on in between. But I still, you know, prefer or like default to streaming like at least 5 for most things, or like at least like 4. So it's yeah, it's funny, the idea of like a 2-hour stream being like, what? It's like over, when with every other VTuber I watch, I'd be like, okay, yeah, cool, that makes sense, that's when they'd end up, cool. I think maybe that's also especially normal to me, like, of the stream time for them, because I watch a lot of my favorite VTubers as VODs because of their timing difference, and because I watch so many VTubers. So it's just kind of like natural that I'm like, yeah, you know, that's when they do that, and then, okay, that one's over, time to find a new video. But when I'm live, it just kind of feels like it disappears. Maybe time flies when you're having fun. Yeah, look at that. We have concentrated for 2 hours. Let's go. We got our little thumbs up. I'm so proud of us. I'm proud of you guys. Let me give you a pat on the head. I'm very proud of you guys. I hope you got the stuff done that you wanted to get done. Hang on. I hope you got whatever you wanted to get done, and I hope you had a nice little time. Thank you for coming and chatting with me and keeping me company while I work on some things. And it was honestly even nice to just say hi to you. There's basically, sometimes the studies are kind of just like a glorified Zatsu, but like cozy, you know. I get to chat with you guys about just like aimless random things, but then also focus on work and just relax. It was a nice way to wind down for the evening and feel a little more peaceful. Because now I feel like I can go to bed cozy later, knowing I've got the things that I wanted done, but also got to say hi to my rakigachis and have fun. I will also see you guys tomorrow, ? Maybe. Yeah. I should be streaming MS Paint tomorrow. It might be a short stream. I might end up doing theme spots because I do also have other things coming up tomorrow and I really need sleep as well. But I will do MS Paint because it was on my schedule and it's Saturday. That's MS Paint day. But I will see you guys tomorrow for MS Paint. Other than that, I'm not sure. We might have a slightly less busy week next week so that I can focus on doing more stuff offline, but it will still have stuff. We'll still have Day with Death on Monday as well. But I'll talk about stuff like that tomorrow and do the schedule on Sunday. But for today, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Yay! Yippee! Thank you for everyone who did their work. And thanks to everyone even who just came and said hi and relaxed for a couple of minutes before they went on with the end of their day. And with that in mind, if your day's about to end, then 𝘆cie𝘂𝗿. And if it's just getting started, have a very lucky day! Bye-bye! 𝘆cie𝘂𝗿. I'm going to be saying that to myself in a sec when I go sleep. See you tomorrow.